Before I get into the main video, I'd just like to say I'm editing this one. Elijah's going to be editing Deltarune soon, I hope. He's just been having issues getting the actual videos to edit. But this one's going to be edited by me. The next Minecraft one will be edited by me. And probably a few more in the future. It's definitely going to be a while though, since it's taken me a really long time to make this. But I hope you enjoy, and now to the video. In this video, I'm going to be building Korin Tower, just based on how I feel like it should look like in Minecraft. And like one random picture I decided to pull up for reference. So, I need to figure out where I'm going to build it. I already had a good idea of where I wanted it, but I still need to figure out a specific spot. So, you know, I decided to stop at my friend's base first, because he's a happy guest, so I wanted to land on it. So, here's that.
Yeah, I can actually land on it when there's no saddle. This is pretty cool.
Here's some sped up footage of me just finding a spot to put it, and, well, this is where I decided to put it.
Okay, we'll be putting it here.
I had now figured out where I was going to put my tower. I did not actually know what to make it out of by this point, so I was actually going to go ahead and head back to my base to see what I had in my chest. And upon getting to my base and checking my chest, I had found something truly amazing. You know, an entire 15 fucking stone. That's pathetic. So, I went to the caves, I started mining, and I decided to fill up an entire shulker box. Once I did this, I went ahead, picked up my shulker box, and then I decided, time to go super smelter. But first, quick trip back to my house, and then, after putting everything away, we're in the place. But of course, I can't have nice things, so it crashed. I was now loading back into a new stream as well, since that got ended when I crashed. Everything was nicely smelted when I got back in, so I'm just going to cut to when I get to the build spot. I was now at the place to build. I decided on the base being a good old 4x4, with an actual 2x2 being the main tower bit. Now, I was going to go ahead and make a crafting table so I could go ahead and get some slabs going, because I thought that would just be really nice for the design, of course. So here's me putting the slabs on, and as I was doing this, I did get the idea to put some slabs on each of the extra little notches on it. So here's when I get to one. I made it to one of the notches, and it's a very simple slab block slab design, very just kind of there, because I thought it would be good. It's actually really helpful for getting with elytra, so I can be close to it and not keep falling down. Overall, I thought it was pretty good. It was around 20 blocks in between each of them, and on the fourth built one is where I started building the actual tower. But I had to keep getting slabs, so it's a lot of up and down. I had finally reached the top, and as you can see, I'm setting up the base for the bottom part of the top of Korin Tower. Confusing, I know. It's not the best design, it's more of a diamond than a circle, but I do try and round out those edges. And after I do round them out, I'm actually going to put some walls onto it, because there's rooms in there. So, here's that. I started building up the sides for those walls, and as I was building, I did run out of materials, so, you know, I had to go get more. I was able to actually get everything relatively quickly, as I only filled it about halfway this time. I started actually making the middle look more dome shaped as well, and I've got to say, it actually turned out really nicely. Now that I actually finished, I put some torches down, just to make sure it was, you know, lit up. Now, the part that comes after this is me filling in the roof, which I've got to say, it really didn't take that long. It was not bad. So, you know, did that. Afterwards, I made sure to get my torches down. I'd started to work on the pillars. I decided on 3 blocks, and then I decided to give them height surgery and make them 4 blocks. But after this, I'm going to actually start working on the rest of the dome. But of course, before I could actually start working on the dome, I needed a little bit of extra to make it look better. So I started to add some stairs to add to the design. I thought they looked pretty good. I did have to go down and pick up a few to fix a mistake I made, but, no, I fixed it. Ended up with a perfect number of stairs. So, after I did that, I admired it, and, well, now's the fun part. Me actually putting on the dome. I've got to say, this genuinely did take a while to get the false layer. After that, I was just making small arches just to get up to a certain height, figure out what shape it was going to be. Spoiler alert, I took down a lot of it because I had actually messed it up in the second episode. But if you want to see that, you'll have to wait. Afterwards, I made it look pretty decent. Checked my chest, had nothing left. I then went home to go to the Nether, but I decided the stream was long enough and I didn't want to edit too much. So I ended it after I got to the portal, which I will be going to the Nether in part 2. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.